True talent don't average out. If your flow ain't nowhere near this caliber, that don't count. Competition get flattened out. Getting money like I went top 3 in the first round. My salary that amount. They want my style, but that ain't much to be flat about. I take it as a challenge when rappers calling my status out. One of the best, and they ain't my pedigree. You can have the rings, or we did an AI's legacy. I got champions.
Just a tick under 70,000 packed in here at Nissan Stadium. Not a seat to be had as playoff football and certainly playoff fever have descended upon the Music City of Nashville, Tennessee. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Tennessee Titans. The winner gets a trip to sunny Arizona for Super Bowl 57. The AFC title game is underway. On the return, Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Going to run again here with Pollard. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Jones swinging this out for Pollard. And getting this just shy of midfield. He'll spot it at the 49. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Now Jones. His throw incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run left with Pollard. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing Jones. Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 38-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right, they want to run their offense through him. This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. He completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 17-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Tony Pollard, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
Okay, ready?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Pat in the street! Pat in the street! Alert! Alert! Go, Reed! Go!
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Slot man moves right. And the slot man goes in motion left. From the 45 on 2nd down, Smith. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. The center receiver in motion to the right. Now it's Smith. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 41.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Out to his left. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now a give here to Pollard. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
Well, I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go. Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. In motion, Hill. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Right. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Smith going to throw on 3rd and 1. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. Jalen Waddle deep to return it. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series. But what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Cameron Jordan just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Jones. Open man is Cameron Batson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Called that a very strong gain of 24.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Dawson Knox, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. offense set to get this drive started. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. AFC title game, second quarter action. 2 minutes to play. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Slot man moves right. And the slot man goes in motion left. Second and 5 now. Smith. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. The slot man in motion right. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Geno now to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Smith. Open here, Adam Thielen.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with a 14-0 lead, they may just try to get this to the locker room. Jones now on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw. Jones. It's caught left side by Cooks. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Jones on 3rd and 2. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Here's Hill on the return. So call that a 56-yard punt with a return of about 11. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Buda Baker with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Offense set to get this drive started. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
On 2nd and 9, Smith. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So the completion good for 6 yards, and now it's 3rd and 3.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
In motion, Hill. Off of play action, here's Smith. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And the tight end goes in motion left. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Now Geno on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. In motion, Hill. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. To throw on 2nd and 10. Smith. Got a man. It's London. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down. In motion goes the tight end. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, here's Smith. And his throw is incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing to trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Now Smith. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. The kick by McManus is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Waddle will return this from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And some space here. There he goes left side. Past the 20. Touchdown Titans. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
AFC Championship tilt, 3rd quarter of play. This is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Geno. This is Smith with a grab. Touchdown Raiders.
for as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. Waddle going to bring this out of the end zone now. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Titans. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they're really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
They have been dominant in this one. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
On 1st and 10, Smith. They'll drop it off to McCaffrey. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Smith's throw taken in by London. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. They'll fake it. Now Smith. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. In motion comes the tight end left. Play action. It's Smith. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Justin Houston from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage. But right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward. And how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
After the sack on 1st down, Smith, he's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
They'll send the receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. In motion, Hill.
18
Smith on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the fourth quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And it's a Titans touchdown. Dawson Knox with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Titans are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And the slot man goes in motion left. On first down, Smith. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. From the 45 on second down, Smith. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. They put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Slot man moves right. Throwing on third down, Smith. And going deep for Hill.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big, they just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And he's got room. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
238 yards rushing for him now as he tries to will his guys to the Super Bowl.
Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Take it in at the 3.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And now off to the races down the right side. He will score. Touchdown, Raiders. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
And the Titans are going to recover the football. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Throwing Jones.
That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Now Jones. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Raiders are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect it. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
3rd and 2, Smith.
Got his man. It's London. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. It's a big play there for Vegas.
41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing again is Smith. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. To throw is Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
On the jump.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. The tight end in motion right.
Mustang 19, Panther 11, Panther 11. 19 White.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. Open man is Thielen is complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. To the air again, Smith. Open man, once again, it's Thielen. Touchdown, Raiders. Adam Thielen from a yard out.
And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Now they send the tight end in motion left. Now they bring the tight end in motion right. Gino's going to throw, and they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Titans are going to come up with it, and that should just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
244 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Well, the Lombardi Trophy would be nice to hoist. They have to hold off for that for a little bit. Right now, the Lamar Hunt has to feel good to hold.
Oh, it's got to feel great for them. And remember, Lamar Hunt helped create the American Football League, which became, of course, in most part, the American Football Conference. And he's the one who gave us the name Super Bowl.